Hey everybody, Teresa here from Inspiration Cards, and I'm back again this week with my last live crafting session with the July Paper Pumpkin Kit, The Adventure Begins. I've been having a lot of fun with the July kit, and I actually still have a few pieces left over, so definitely not done after tonight's live crafting session, but super excited for this month's kit, the Hope Box, and I hope you guys are too. So I'm going to just flip this around so we can get right to crafting. There we go. All right, so next month's box is going to be a super pretty one. This month for July was just your basic paper pumpkin box. And as always, your one Stampin' Spot. July was with Garden Green. There's our stamps, of course. All right, and as you can see, yeah, I still do have quite a few pieces left to use. So even after tonight, I actually have some card bases and envelopes that hopefully I'll be able to use up. All right, so I am going to need a few of these for our project tonight. I decided in the end to go with a scrapbook layout, and so I'm going to actually start off with just a 12 by 12 piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I'm actually going to do some blending with the new blending brushes to get those extra bits of that extra bit of color. So I'm going to start up top, and I'm actually going to use one of the kit's coordinating colors, Bumblebee. There we go. All right, I'm just going to take my blending brush and just get some ink on there. I was like doing nice circular motions. So it doesn't look like a lot, but it will go further than you think. You can always go back for more. So I'm going to do kind of the top corner up here with the Bumblebee. And then I'm going to add some Garden Green down in the other corner. And I'm going to leave it white in the center, so that way when I do get around to using this scrapbook layout, or if I end up actually selling it and someone else ends up using it, there's still lots of room to add color and journaling boxes and lots of other kind of embellishments. All right, so there we go. So there's our Bumblebee. And here we go. So for the bottom corner, I'm going to use a different blending brush, just for the sake of time. You don't have to switch blending brushes when you switch colors. Some people do. Some people use one brush per color family, or kind of shades of one color. So, whoops, there we go. Be careful here. So one blending brush might be for reds, or one blending brush might be for Like I said, the color families like the subtles or the in colors or something like that. You don't have to do it that way. You can actually just use one brush for all of your colors and just clean it in between. Just slide that out of the way. Hopefully not get more ink on here. So you can clean your blending brushes a couple of different ways. You can clean them just like if you're familiar with the blender pens, where you just rub out the pen on a scrap piece of paper until all the ink comes off. So you can do it that way with your blending brushes, which I do to a certain extent, or you can actually use, I just rinse mine with water. You don't need soap or anything like that. I've used my blending brushes with my Frost White shimmer paint a few times. So again, don't need to, but with the Frost shimmer paint, I just decided, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to play it safe. And I'm going to just rinse it. And again, just with water, I rinsed it and it came out just as soft and white as it was when I pulled it out of the package. Just going to grab a quick baby wipe here for my fingers and my pad. There we go. Definitely don't need any extra ink on the back. There we go. All right. Don't want it wet either. So let's just flip that over. There we go. So here is our blended scrapbook page. And what I'm going to use is, so I'm actually going to take apart a couple of the card bases here. So this one here with the lantern. Go. I'm just gonna grab my paper snips. And I'm just gonna cut this right off the edge of my window. Here we go. So still a good card base to use. I'm actually thinking I might do a little something with this, with the Poinsettia Petals stamp set that's made that's in the annual catalog that carried over from last year's holiday mini. All right, and so this is just going to actually go up in the top corner here. There we go, and I'm just going to pop this guy up with a couple of dimensionals. Oops, there we go, dimensionals, not the other. All right, so just going to pop a couple here, right on the back. And that's going to go kind of in the center of my blended bumblebee corner. And I want to put that down first, so that way I know where I want my fireflies to go. So I'm going to grab both sizes. I can mix it up a little bit. So I'm going to start with a few of the larger bumblebees, fireflies. go. And here's my smaller firefly. Again, just using the garden green. I'm going to do one more, just a little closer up to that corner there. There we go. So there's a few bumblebees in that top corner. And then down in the bottom corner, I'm going to do a little bit more. So this is where those last few trees are going to come in handy. And of course, or maybe not of course, when we go camping, we actually bring a tent. We don't go in a trailer. But I think for this one, I think this will work really nicely. And again, just going to grab my paper snips and just snip this right off. Go. That's a little easier that way. There we go. And again, so card base is still in great condition, so easily could use that for another project. There we go. And I'm actually going to cut off the hitch and a little trim around the wheels, just so they look a little more round. There we go. All right, so before I add on my trailer, I'm gonna add in our trees. And so these guys are gonna be just down here in the corner. This guy, of course, will come down to the bottom, and we want their trees. Actually going to line these guys up a little bit. There we go. But that guy's going to pop up there. All right, and these guys are going to go flat because I'm going to pop up the trailer. Here we go. All right, and before that gets added on, throw this guy on here. There we go. Let's make sure that our tape runner is hiding behind the branches and make sure that our branches aren't sticking off the edge of our 12 by 12 piece of cardstock here. And then this guy's going to go right here along the bottom with a couple of dimensionals. So definitely put those dimensionals to good use this month. All right, and that's going to go just right here. Just like that. All right, and let's add a couple more, just a couple. Kind of tie the two corners together. And I always like going in odd numbers when I cluster. So this guy's gonna go just here. Here we go. So just a couple fireflies. Throw in there. And then, here we go. We've got our Let the Adventure Begin. And that's gonna go on, here we go, here we go. I have one last large banner here, so that's where this guy's gonna go. There we go. All right, and this guy, let's grab a sip of water here. This guy I think is actually going to go down here. Nah, I'm trying to remember where I wanted to put this one. And of course, I always change my mind. Or I could actually just put that right in the center. Which I think is exactly where that guy is going to go. But first I want to trim off the edge. There we go. And I'm just going to even out the edges a little bit here. There we go. Getting a little picky, but that's okay. All right, so just to use up all my bits here, definitely don't throw away those edges. That's good. That's good sticky foam there, so you definitely want to make sure you hold on to that. Yep, and that's going to go just right there in the center. Still lots of room for some photos, some journaling boxes, lots of room, but definitely a great theme for a scrapbook layout. So there we go. There is our last project for the July Paper Pumpkin Kit. I hope you've been enjoying the Adventure Begins kit as much as I have. I am also super excited about this month's kit. So the August kit is this one here. So Hope Box is the name of this one, and it was created, designed by Stampin' Up's co-founder Shelley Douglas. And you can see your sneak peek from the box on this little flyer here. Really cool, special looking box, lots of cool colors. And if you check out my banner, you'll notice in that picture that Shelley's actually holding a butterfly. So that's a big theme in the August kit, which I have to admit is definitely one of the reasons why I love this this kit. I'm a huge butterfly fan, so I'm super excited about this one and can't wait to get crafting with it. And I've already decided for my online paper pumpkin class with this kit, we're actually going to make a home decor piece. So that's going to be one of our projects. Super excited for that. That's a class that I hold every month for all of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers. So if you subscribe to the Hope Box kit for the month of August and you live in Canada and you would like to sign up for my online Paper Pumpkin class, it takes place on the first Saturday of the following month. So it'll be the first Saturday in September, and I will send you all the supplies that you need to coordinate with that month's kit to create 3 different projects. And like I said, with this kit, we're going to make one home decor piece, and I'm still figuring out the other projects. So super excited about that. If you have any questions about paper pumpkin or Stampin' Up, or just scrapbooking or paper crafting in general, I'm happy to answer your questions. So just drop them in the comments below, or you can send me an email at inspirationwiththeresa@gmail.com. You can also check out all my other projects and things that I've got going on my blog at inspirationcards.com. Hope you guys like this week's project, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.